welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwood alongside Kevin Robinson, and ready for indoor to start nearing the end of its season. You'll transition pretty soon, probably as soon as next week, even after the championships. You're always outdoors, but the indoor championships coming up in a place you're extremely familiar with, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yes, yeah, I frequent Birmingham. The Crossplex seems to be our second home. Great facility. It's just 3 hours away for us. So having a championship that close is, is definitely nice. So yeah, we're nearing the end of the indoor season, which has lasted all of about 4 weeks for us. We're excited to go compete. Championship week is always an exciting time, and we're prepared. We're going to go in there and do everything we can to mix it up and have some fun.
Well, one thing you're fortunate with is that you're about a 3-hour drive from Birmingham, and every year you go down there once or twice, depending on championship schedule and regular season. You got them down there, I believe, 4 times this year with kind of a couple of young squads. They're extremely familiar of how it works.
Yeah, we like you said, this will be our fourth trip. That's not necessarily what I wanted, but that was the schedule we ended up with. But it does give those, especially the athletes on the track, to get on the 200-meter bank surface. That's something that takes some time to get used to, and that opportunity is good to be able to present to them. I don't like going to the same place week in and week out because I feel like it makes us a little stale. But beyond that, there's no staleness at the championship, so they better be ready to bring it.
A lot of excitement down there, I'm sure. One of the things you're always strong in and you expect to get some points out of is your throwing events.
Yeah, I definitely expect the throws to do well. Obviously, there's nothing taken for granted. We've got a strong squad and we're talented, but that's also why we compete. So it doesn't matter what's on paper going in. What matters is what we do when it counts. So the expectation for that group is high. The ability in that group is very high, so I definitely expect them to throw down and make some noise.
When you go down there, your men 4 of the top 10 in the weight in the shot, the women 3 of the top 10 in the shot, 5 of the top 10 in weight throwing. Just something your program's always been very solid at.
Yeah, it's something I take pretty seriously. Yeah. But fortunately, I've got a really good group of throwers that are very dedicated and very motivated, and they get it. They're here for the right reasons, and it's going to be exciting to see what they can do this weekend.
Got a couple of multis that are going to be down there as well.
Yeah, I've got 2 freshman multis, Leah and Marietta. This will be their first multi-event competition with us, so I'm really anxious to see how they stack up. We've done some individual events over the course of the season, and we've had some ups and downs and a few bumps and bruises, but they're healthy. And I think they're ready to go, so it'll be fun.
Well, and the high jump, I know you're pretty optimistic about that. Starting off with the men, you got Jordan, who's a 2-time champ.
Yeah, Jordy's a pretty special kid, and he struggled a little bit this year trying to iron out his approach a little bit, but the kid can fly, and I'm pretty confident when push comes to shove, he's going to be ready to jump high.
On the women's side, LaDeja.
Yeah, and LaDeja this year has really come on strong for us. We started to see it toward the end of last outdoor, and I got to give her credit. She worked really hard this fall. She was at the complex every day over Christmas break, and she really wants to be good, and she's starting to see some success. So I'm pretty proud of that kid.
And finally, as far as specifics and specific athletes, I know a lot of people, just because they got a successful football season, but he's also outstanding on the track, a lot of people keep an eye on Calvin Austin as far as the 60 and 200.
Yeah, Calvin's got a shot. He's performed pretty well at this meet for us both years he's been here. We've got a couple of sprinters in that group that I think can really step up and do some good things. So I'm excited to see how we compete. That's the biggest thing for me is, are we going to show up? That's what matters. Are we going to show up and compete, or are we going to just show up? So. Yeah, I'm high on Calvin. We've got some other great kids. Overall, that men's team could be pretty solid. And on the girls' team, we're relying on fewer athletes to put up more points. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, competition's the big thing, as you talked about, because you're obviously competing to win, get as many points as you can. do the best you can. But the mindset for you, I know, is huge, because it is for everyone, because all the teams will be transitioning out of indoor into outdoor, and you want to have some momentum going into the outdoor season.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to have success indoor to kind of be the catalyst to your outdoor season. But then again, the events change, and I have an outdoor team, so I'm really excited to get them outside where they belong. But in the meantime, we're going to bust our butt and do everything we can to score points and go big indoor. But we're definitely looking forward to outdoor.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's Kevin Robinson. I'm Jeff Brightwell with the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.